Hello, I'm Mr. Cottle and I'm Head of Computing here at Hayesfield Girls' School Mixed Sixth Form. So today I just want to give you a quick overview of using Teams. Now many of you have come familiar with Teams and some of its functions, but I wanted to just recap and show you a few bits and pieces. So I'm going to be showing you today on how to get onto Teams, and that will be via our web app or downloading the actual application itself. I want to be introducing the structure, including the channels and how you can find files and resources available on Teams to help with your learning. I want to be able to show you how you can check the calendar and join a meeting, which in a lot of cases have been scheduled by your teachers to set up for your online learning. And I also want to be able to show you how to access files and a brief overview of some other tools, including some of the assessment tools that we use across Hayesfield. So there's two ways to be able to get onto Teams. We can go directly through the web application or web browser, and we can also download the application. So first of all, I want to just show you a quick and easy way of getting on through a web browser. So I'd like to get you to navigate to hayesfield.com. You're going to click on ICT Access and then scroll down to Webmail. So once you've clicked on there, you'll be able to see a lot of the files that you've had open recently, okay, as a student. And also down on the left hand side, you've got various tools, including OneNote, OneDrive and some other facilities. Now that might look slightly different to some students, okay, but if you scroll down there, you'll be able to see the link that says Teams. So click on Teams. I've already logged on, but it will ask you to log on, and you'll be logging on with your school username and password. Now it's going to go and show you here all of the teams that you've got available. These are all the classes which I've set up as a teacher, and then you could be able to click on there and you'll be able to see your work and your feedback from your teacher, which we'll come on to shortly. On the left hand side, you'll see various links. We've got activities, we've got the chat, which allows you to be able to send messages to your teachers and classmates during your lessons. We've got the teams. Click on there, it will bring you back to this default page showing your teams. We've got assignments. What assignments will do is it will show you as a student all the way down here all of your assignments across lessons. Now some of you might find that easy to navigate, some of you might prefer to go in through Teams, and that's the way that I prefer to do it. We've also got a calendar on here, and by clicking on the calendar it will show you all of your meetings that you've got scheduled for the week. So that's an overview really of the web application through a browser. It looks exactly the same really if you go on through the application. So if you go and choose an application and you go and download it, and I'll just go onto a search engine and type in Microsoft Teams application, and it will download it and you'll be able to log in with your school username and password. You can also get the Teams app for a mobile phone, for your tablets, for Mac devices and Windows as well. So what we've got here is this is the actual application on Windows running Teams, and we've got a test account here. So this is a view that you would get as a student. So I've allocated a student as a test student onto some different subjects here. So I just want to kind of talk to you through really the kind of view that you would get as a student. So if you click on to calendar, you will see here these are all the lessons that your teacher or colleagues, if you're a member of staff for example, but would go and set up a meeting with you. So for example, I can click on here. I've got computer science live lesson here. I've got stage productions. This is a test account. I've just gone to set up a test lesson here with Mr. Cottle. Okay. So if you go on to any of these scheduled lessons, okay, or meetings, and then you can click on join. Okay, we're on. Once you've done that, you'll be into your live lesson. Some teachers have set it up that it will hold you in the lobby, and you'll just need to wait for them to let you in. So that's your lesson. Once you've had your lesson, it's pre-recorded. You'll actually be able to go back to here, and you'll be able to view your lessons. So that's the calendar. It's very useful. Your teachers will be setting up their live lessons, and you'll be able to look across the week and being able to see when you've got live lessons. You can actually schedule your own meetings here if that's enabled, and if you're told to do so. For example, is that your teacher maybe might want to set it up so you've got some work that you're getting on with somebody in your class, for example. So I'm going to go on to assignments now. These are all assignments that are due. This account is just being used to temporarily set up, so you'll see on here it's got lots of assignments that are all overdue. That's one way of looking at it, and I can see down the bottom which ones are due, kind of the newest assignments right the way up to the old assignments. You might need to click on load previous, and that will allow previous assignments, and then also down here completed. Now that will give you an overview of all of your lessons. I find it the easiest one is I know, for example, that I want to be completing my computing work, and I can click on here, and then this is my lesson topic. I'm going to click on assignments, and I can go on here. So this will be my latest assignment or assessment that's being set. I've got the instructions here, would be set by the teacher. I've not put any in here, but it would just label it down here. We've got the work here. Now, it depends on which your teachers are setting. Some of them might have some work that you need to upload, so you can click add work. Some of them might already have work that you just fill out. So for example, in computer science, we actually have OneNote, which links to another section of Teams that you can click on here and fill out the worksheet. So if I click on here, for example, it takes me to the worksheet that I've been discussing. I can just type on here, click close, and then I can turn it in. So some people are using their rubrics for marking. This enables teachers to give really quick, easy feedback to a student, and I'm just going to show you what that looks like once an assignment's been marked. So you're looking for your assignments that you finished. Once you've turned it in, you're looking under completed. Okay, you can be able to go and click on the assignments that have been completed and Wi-Fi encryption, for example, here. Okay, it tells you the instructions again at the feedback here. This is the feedback from teachers. Says the teacher can leave feedback here, and they can also use this rubrics. Okay, so this is the points that would have been allocated for that assignment, and here I can click on there and I can see that my teacher has said that you've made a good attempt at the worksheet and have completed most of this well. So you can get the feedback on there. And if you want again an overview, you've got the grades at the top, and this will give you all the grades for all of your assessments for that lesson. Okay, so it's another way of giving you an overview of how you're getting on in your subject. So I just want to kind of end on looking at channels in Teams now. So once you log into your Teams, okay, you might need to go and find various bits of information. So if I, for example, I'm going to click on to the technical stage productions here, and you've got kind of, this is the chat page where you can see any information that your teacher's been put on there, their assignments for that subject. And then I've got my channels, and your teachers will be setting these channels up for you. Sometimes you've got to hit on hidden channel, and you can see class resources or preparing to work in the performing arts industry, which is my unit 1, for example. I can click on there, and then at the top we've got files. Okay, so any files that your teachers have put in there, depending, they will tell you where they've saved it. Okay, you'll be able to see the files on here. Go on to Unit 2 commissioning brief and go on to files. So you can imagine that these are like folders, and then you've got files or subfolders in there. Okay, and then you've got all the information. So that's the channels. So hopefully I've given you a nice overview on Teams. Okay, do keep checking back on the Hayesfield YouTube channel and also on Teams itself. There'll be some links at the top of the tabs to help you with further videos to help you. So hopefully I've given you an overview of the web app, the main application, how to assess your work, how to look at some feedback, and how to turn in your assignments.